Some may feel that we don't need any leader at all. And if that's your feeling, we'd like to hear about that also. We're going to take our first call and find out just what the story is.
Judges deny children their constitutional rights to a father. Judges deny children their constitutional rights to a father. Judges deny children their constitutional rights to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny children their constitutional right to have a father.
Brother, you mind if we ask you a couple questions, man?
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay, my brother, we can just walk around with you, man. Introduce yourself to the viewing audience.
I'm just a father that wants to raise his son instead of welfare raising him.
Okay, and you know, a lot of our parents, man, and just like your theme, man, deny poor children. Speak on maybe the impact of, you know, your situation and how that's playing out for you personally, and maybe what you see in our community.
Well, I was never married, and my situation is one where we made an agreement to have a child, and then when it was born, she decided she didn't want me to see him. So I've been to court 6 times, and I've been denied 6 times without a reason why. So I'm here now seeing if I can see my son.
Okay.
He needs a father.
Yeah, and explain, man, you know, a lot in the political process, they talk about how, especially in the black community, how there are fathers not present. I mean, how strong of a statement it is to hear today, and that you're here alone by yourself speaking to the issue. What does that say about maybe more voices in our community like yourself to be heard?
Well, it's just like the 3 women that was captured in Cleveland, and they was in the neighborhood and no one knew they were there. Well, we're in the neighborhood, and children are running around without a father, and no one knows that they're there, or no one cares that they're there. But they need the guidance and support of a father as well, just as other people. But we have been taken from our community. We've been taken from our support system. We've been taken from Africa. We've been taken from education. We've been taken from health care. And we always seem to be at the bottom of everything, where judges, politicians, and senators feed. They're like bottom feeding on the poor, the disenfranchised, because there's a lot of money in trafficking children. And the United States is always about making money, regardless of a child growing up without a father. Money is more important to our government than the children. Money is more important to our government than the air. Money is more important to our government than the water. So we have to live with them contaminating these things. Judges deny children their constitutional rights to a father. Judges deny children their constitutional rights to a father.
And brother, tell a little bit, man, when you have an issue like this, sometimes people don't understand that there takes one person to stand, and even that one person can make a difference. But even standing by yourself sometimes, talk about maybe the positives and negatives of being the one.
Well, I don't see any positives, because the time I'm spending here, I could be spending that time with my son. So the negative is we have to grow up supporting millionaires. Poor people have to grow up and live without school, live without a proper education, live without proper health care, so people with money can send their children to college. People, senators and lawyers and people with money can just live off of poor people. Judges deny children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father.
How can the people watching support you and what you're standing for, brother?
I honestly don't know how to support me. The more people that get involved would help, but it's not easy because it's like trying to take a drug dealer's dope. He's gonna fight for that dope. So when you take children away from congressmen and senators and judges, they're gonna fight for that because that's their money. They make money off of the misery of children.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to have an attorney present while you are questioned. If you can't afford to hire one, the court will appoint you one. Do you understand that? Let's have a seat in the back seat. So when you stop crying and getting all hysterical, I'll talk to you, okay?
Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father. I'm just a father that wants to raise his son instead of welfare raising him. Judges deny children their constitutional rights to a father. Judges deny children their constitutional rights to a father. Judges deny poor children their constitutional right to have a father.
some may feel that we don't need any leader at all. And if that's your feeling, we'd like to hear about that also. We're going to take our first call and find out just what the story is.